Hello, hello. Ah, good to see you're already here. Slightly blue. Right on time. Actually, early, in fact. uh, do I have all the audio set up properly? Let me see. Water only. Yeah, I think everything should be good. Yeah. I guess I'll find out if it's loud or quiet once I get into the game. Right. Sounds good. Right, I'm gonna have to remember where I left off in this. Probably turn up the volume a little bit for Zelda. I wanted to find Gerudo Village, or not Gerudo Village, the Goron, the big dudes, the big guys. I don't know what they're called, but I need to find their village. I don't know where they live though. uh, huh. Alright. I'll probably figure it out. Right? That's how it works. I hope it's not through the lava. Because I'm not prepared to travel through lava. The rock boys, yes. Alright. I'll go this way. There's a shrine over there anyway. Although it looks like that's the area I've already been to. The heat wave has returned. And so today I be sweating. I be real sweaty. Well, you know what? I got lucky. My roommate decided to go to her boyfriend's today, which means I get to have the AC all to myself. Yeah. I mean, it's in her room, but if I leave my door open and put like a fan in the hallway, I can manage to get some of the cold air to waft into my room. Hello. Can you tell me where the place is? The road up the volcano is so hot, it's dangerous for non-Gorons to travel. If your heart is really set on a trip to Goron City, yeah, that's where I want to go. Let me get down. Oh, you're not going to tell me where. Okay. Oh, you're selling rocks. Alright, I don't need those. Not today, buddy, not today. Oh, it's this guy. Cass! You gonna play me a song? Oh, I meet yet again. How you holding up? In case you were wondering about the song I perform at the stables, there are many theories about its origin. But according to my teacher, it was a song performed by the ancient hero to call his horse companion. If you ever feel like hearing it, feel free to drop by. Anyway, time to get back to it. I happen to know a song about the ancient hero. It was passed down to me by my teacher. Yeah, let's hear it, buddy. Or buddy. Excellent, without further ado. Yeah, I'll turn the volume up a little. Ganon, the calamitous one. But hope survives in Hyrule, for all is not lost. Two brave souls protect it, no matter the cost. Hello, Bubble Wrap Highway. Mamma mia, it's a patella. A goddess blood princess and a fearless knight. They appear to each age, ready for a fight. But battle with Ganon, I've committed to a song to keep it through time, no matter how long. I've turned this into a route. Now begins the second verse. Listen and you'll know of their battle with Ganon 10,000 years ago. Is that it? Nope. The kingdom of Hyrule was once a land of lasting peace. A culture of such strength and wit, that suffering did cease. Yeah. But Ganon lurked beneath the surface, strengthening its jaw, so the ancient people of Hyrule set out to help the cause. Their efforts bore fruit in an automated force to help alert Calamity by selling it at its source. 4 giant behemoths, for which power never ceased. Each of these titans was called a divine beast. Ah, hello, Rebel Air Sky. And free-wheeled machines that hunted down their prey, these guardians were built to last so they could join the fray. Check it out, yo. To guide these beasts in battle, warriors were needed, so 4 champions pledged to see Ganon defeated. Divine beasts, guardians, princess and knight, their plan to rout Ganon was looking airtight. What? Is that a part of the song? And when Calamity Ganon reared its head, Hyrule rose again. Or arose against it. Whoops. The optimism of Hyrule, something something. Ganon raged in its assault, boiling with hate. It gnashed its teeth and threshed about, but it was all too late. The guardians kept the horrors safe through every hour. The divine beast unleashed attacks that weakens Ganon's power. Wait, is this the same song that he sang last time? The hero with the sealing sword struck the final blow, and the holy power of the princess sealed Ganon so. And that is the story of the brazen attack on Calamity Ganon 10,000 years back. Yeah. And that's always cool. It's always fun to see Cass talking about old stories. Thank you for listening. Please come back and hear it again sometime. Yeah. Alright. What's going on over here? What's up, lady?
Yeah.
Good evening. If you're stopping by Woodland Stable, you're probably headed to Goron City. That's right. Tell me where it is, please. I thought so. Hold on, buddy. Are you really headed to Goron City dressed like that? Yes. I never realized he holds on to his belt like that. It's kind of funny. He reminds me of that guy from Letterkenny. See, this is how tourists get a bad rep. The place is sheer cliff after sheer cliff, and it gets so hot past the second checkpoint that your body will catch fire. Normally I wouldn't stop a stranger from heading to their doom, but I kinda like ya. So I guess I have no choice but to sell you these fireproof elixirs. They can protect you from the burning air. Oh, thank you. Even Goron City regulars take at least 3 elixirs with them. It's 60 rupees for one. Oh boy. That's right, I spent all my money on clothes and stuff. I'll take 3! Fireproof elixirs! You would love for your body to catch fire, oh no. Hello again, Churrito Man. I would like it if my body did the opposite. The weather is very hot here. We are going through heat wave. Hello. You have quest? I wish I had this kind of artistic skill.
Hi.
Have you come to look at this picture too? It's so beautiful. I could have spent hours looking at it. There, I just wanted to grab my notebook. This painting was made by Zelda, the owner of the stable, or so I hear. It's a painting. Looks like it could be a screenshot. The volcano in the background is so majestic, and the stable is subtle in the scenery. I think the stable was painted from a southern direction. The composition is just so impressive. Okay. Okay. It's a shrine. Shrine quest. Okay. You've heard it's in the 90s, hot, hot, hot. Uh, I don't do Fahrenheit, but that sounds alright, I think. Cause I think, Fahrenheit. I think 100 is like 40 degrees Celsius. I think. Whoops, I don't have any swords equipped. Drill shaft. Yeah, that worked. Take your ice rod. 30s. Yeah. It's definitely in the 30s degrees Celsius. Fuck those wizards. Yeah, they're really annoying to fight. I'm not a fan. Whoa, what's that? Oh, it's a bird. I'm just not used to seeing these kinds of birds. I want to shoot one and eat it. Ooh, a whole raw bird. And its thigh. Oh man, I got my groceries delivered today. I ended up buying a whole bunch of chicken because it was on sale. So now I have to think of what to do with all this chicken. I'll probably make chicken pasta, maybe butter chicken, or just plain baked chicken. There's lots of different things I can do. Nuggets. Nuggets are always good. Gotta eat with the fam, no problem. Speaking of food, huh? I bought chicken nuggets too along with my groceries. So I have a bunch of frozen chicken and chicken nuggets. I like having chicken nuggets for my lunch because I can put them in the oven before my lunch starts and then eat them as soon as my lunch break begins. I like having fast little meals for lunch. Metal makes a path. Well, maybe I should try and experiment with other kinds of foods to eat. Alright. How do I get through here? Like that, probably. But I feel like the question is... why? You can't get me. Not today. Although watch another one come and crush me. I bet that's gonna happen. Goodbye, metal bois. Down you go. Today I had spaghetti. Huh? Long throw. I wonder what that means. Alright, I don't need that many ice rods. I've just got one. Drop. Chicken. Just mind you'll be lurking. No problem. I appreciate the lurking. I'm always just happy to have viewers. Uh-oh. Wait for me! Okay, let me grab a sip of water. You were doing dishes. Oh. Nice. It was funny, my roommate left behind some dishes for me to do. She wanted to go hang out at her boyfriend's place. And she's like, I'm sorry about all the dishes I left behind. I'm like, it's fine, I can do them. And I don't mind taking care of the cat too. I love little Frodo. He's such a goofy little cat. Ha 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 ha. That's one way to do it, right? This is probably what I'm supposed to do. Until another boulder crushes my head, probably. Ah! I made it! Force powers! I'm a pro puzzle solver, and that one was actually really easy. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. Beep beep-a-doo boop. Ay. So. Ah, hello, Arcadian. Uh, uh, uh. Today I was trying to think of more cool stuff I could do as a VTuber. Because I was reading that someone apparently made kind of like a dating sim for their VTube character. And I was like, whoa, that sounds cool. I know how to make video games. Maybe I could make a Patella-themed video game. Potentially. Do I have food? I don't have that much food, okay. Or ingredients, I should say. Hello! Then again, I already have so many ideas I'm already in the middle of working on. I don't know if I should start another one. Patella-man. Yeah, I'm at 89 followers. Until Patella cosplay slash face reveal sort of thing. I'm getting nervous about it. One piece of the cosplay showed up in the mail today. The hair ribbon. Wait, doesn't Beetle usually hang around these places? Oh. Oh well. Chicken pot pie could be a good quick dish if you're prepared for it beforehand. Patella dating mobile game would be fun. Oh, mobile game. I want shrooms. I don't know how to make a mobile game though. I've only ever made computer games. I think if I ever wanted to make a mobile game, I would have to pay for it or something. What's up, lady? Whoops. That's not how I talk to people. Yeah, let me go save these people. Patella to the rescue! Slash Link. Oh my god, this guy is tough! Alright, I should probably put on tougher armor too. It's not my strongest. Those pants... Wait, is that shirt actually tougher than any other shirts I have right now? Oh my god, it is. Okay, okay. And helmet? Is that my strongest? I think so. Huh. Ooh, okay. Heal. I think it's because I never fought against one of these types before. Don't worry, lady, I know I'm getting my butt kicked, but I swear I'm here to save you. Guardian Spear. There. That's a bit better, I think. Cause now you can't hit me. Setting him on fireworks too. There. Wow, that was a tough guy. Hello, are you okay? Hello. Karsh of the Gerudo, remember that name. If you go north of here to Goron City. Okay, no, Goron City's north. Patella Patrol Slayer. Good care of your skin after the monsters tear it to ribbons. Hello. Megan. Oh, I blame my sister entirely for this. Let's go hunt for truffle, she says. It'll be fun, she says. Do I get a reward for saving you guys? Nat, we're traveling all over to find hardy truffles. I know, it's dangerous for two folks to travel on their own these days. You don't have to tell me twice. But when I think about how wonderful those truffles taste, all the worries and warnings melt away. It's alright, I can't blame them. I would also probably venture into danger for food's sakes. Ooh. Pardon me again. Oh, there's like something over here. Oh, it's just one of those flowers. Adventuring into the wild always ends up spooky. It might be a little spooky, but that's part of the fun. Onwards! Oh, you're gonna attack me, aren't you? What's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't think of it. It starts with L, ends with K. What is it, though? Lick. Oh, that word. That's when you use your tongue to taste something, right? Yeah, lick. Not the word I wanted, though. Oh, I have to actually guess it properly. Link? Oh, right, the Highland Champion, or so I've heard somewhere. That's you, right? You're Link. Begone, enemy of my master! I thought I killed your master. Oh, I'm gonna knock you off the cliff. Goodbye! Oh no, I didn't want to go off the cliff. Well, here I am. He fooled me. Oh man, what a getup I have right now. Heavy metal helmet and greaves while I'm wearing just very little on my chest. Usually it's the other way around. What? Or something you would see more in video games designed for ladies. Oh. Hey, come on, fight me one at a time. This guy's tough. Let me use a tougher weapon, I think. There. Beep 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 beep. Cool. I feel like it's been a little while since I've unlocked one of these treasure chests. I wanted to catch that butterfly. Boop, 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 boop. You know, I know a lot of people go on about the old Legend of Zelda games, but I never played any of them myself. The older ones, anyway. Let's see. Where's the other shrine? This way? Huh? Did I like go over it or something? It seems like the thing's getting weaker. Oh well. Maybe it is this way. Did I ever play Spyro? No, I haven't. Oh, there it is. There's a lot of old games I haven't played. I think I played like the demo of Spyro, but not the whole game. Well, maybe I'll give it a shot one of these days. I know that there's the remaster that's out these days. It looks pretty good. Tamul Shrine. Let me think. I don't know if I can remember the very first games I ever played. Oh, cool. That was the shrine I was looking for. I didn't even realize. Spyro was Smashbox. It's the video game. Along with Crash Bandicoot. I played a little bit of that when I was a kid too, but never beat it. I was always really bad at those platforming games. Alright, what do we got here? It looks like one of them shrines. I gotta blah blah blah. Use my words. Put everything on fire. I wanted to say toss everything on fire, but that didn't make sense. Burn, baby, burn. I don't know how they can hide things behind these without me seeing, but they do it somehow. When you mentioned that you played Morrowind as a kid, you could find the courage to face monsters. That's right, I played I mean, I didn't really play Morrowind. I mostly watched my dad play it. I'm on fire now. I mean, I would play a little bit of it. Like, my dad would hand the controller over to me. But also... I don't know, I would always get scared of the monsters. Especially like the buggy looking ones and the mud crabs actually were the ones that scared me the most, surprisingly enough. Oh, treasure chest. Although, like, the non-scary ones didn't bother me. Like Golden Saints and Harpies, I thought, oh, cool, tough monster lady. How can I be scared of that? Oh, I thought that was the key. I wasn't paying attention. Hello? Where may I find the key? Oh, there's still more stuff I have to set fire to. Bethesda does a good job of making spooky games. Yeah, it is kind of surprising. Wait, is that the key? Ah, okay. Oh, I thought I could squeeze it through the bars. There, that makes more sense. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, I guess Morrowind was probably one of the first, like, fantasy role-playing games I played. I think Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic was also up there. Oh, it's just a ruby. Ah, hello Michelson. Good to see you again. I'm talking about old games I played before while playing Zelda. Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. I really like those games a lot. This game's made me who I am today. Let me think. What's another game I played a lot of when I was a kid? I played a lot of, like, the original Sims. I had a lot of fun with that. Although I remember one time, I had a bunch of, like, fireworks. Young Patel was an advanced gamer as a youngling. I put a lot of fireworks in my backyard, in my Sims house. But I didn't realize that it would cause everything to catch on fire. And so, like, the youngest child of the family caught on fire and died. And it, like, traumatized young Patella. I was like, what? people can die in video games permanently? He had like a whole tombstone in the backyard and everything. I was so sad. My dad was like, no, we can just make him again and add him back into the family. But I'm like, no, it's not the same person. It's just an imposter. It's kind of funny to think about now. Oops, I didn't mean to whack the rock salts. You played fighting games, just getting beat up at Sub-Zero. I think the very first fighting game I played was actually Dead or Alive, believe it or not. Which also explains a lot about me, I think. Alright. Where did I leave my horse at anyway? The game looks cool, but you haven't played it. We'll need to try. This game? Yeah, I really like the Zelda Breath of the Wild. My friend loaned this game to me a long time ago. Like over a year ago, I think. And he was like, just play it. It's everything you love in a game. Because I like big open world fantasy games. But for some reason, I just never played it until I started streaming. And then I was just like, wait, why did I hold off on this game for so long? I love it so much. Now I'm just thinking about old games I played. We had a Super Nintendo. I didn't play too much on it though. Ooh, dragonflies. Except I scared them all away. Oops. I should probably start collecting ingredients for things that'll let me survive the heat. On the Super Nintendo, the only game I really remember playing was Donkey Kong. Except I was a kid, so I didn't really know what I was doing. My horse, do you hear me? Oh, he does hear me. Sweet. Wait, don't run too far. Alright, I think the Goron village is to the north. I'm going slightly in the wrong direction. Super Nintendos are still available today. The trouble is finding a old tube. Oh, like a TV to play it on? Yeah, I don't think I even have any of those old TVs anymore. I think my mom, like, gave them away or trashed them. Nay. Alright, I guess I gotta keep going north. Come on, horsey, let's go. It's a pity I'm not all the words you say, Mom said. Learn English. You can look exactly. Whoa, what's that in the distance? Oh, it's another Goron. I don't know why I thought it was like some strange monster. It's just this guy. You're not a strange monster, you're a Goron. Hello. I should check my map, or should I go by intuition like the original Trailblazers? A troubling dilemma. Now that I think about it, this is a volcano road, I'd better check my map. Death Mountain. Huh. Sounds lovely. You're from Ukraine. Oh, that's cool though. I've never been to that part of the world. Oh. I wouldn't mind visiting, maybe. I don't know how tourism is in those parts of the world. Ooh, These are the hot springs? Nice. Yeah. Grab a fish. Yeah. Sizzling trout. Ah. Useful. I didn't think fish could live in hot springs. Come on, I want to catch those dragonflies. I'm really bad at this. Oh, I wanted to jump up and grab it, but I accidentally dived into the water. Aw, man. There's radiation in the hot springs. It does look pretty green, huh? Hmm? Oh, hey. Oh no, you're just the same guy. He looks really spooked for some reason. Alright, more fish. Oh wait. Me jumping in right next to them is actually scaring them. Okay. I'm not good at catching stuff, apparently. Oh wow, it's like an entire river. Oh. Oh no, the lizard. I wanted to catch that lizard. Oh, mushroom. In the early 1900s, people believed drinking irradiated hot spring water would help fight cancer. I believe hot spring water, but irradiated hot spring water? That's like a lot. Then again, people had a lot of things that were irradiated back then, huh? Dragonfly. Yeah, got one. Like, I saw some pictures of people using like irradiated cups and glasses. I thought that was— it looked cool, but it's also like, ooh boy, that seems very unhealthy. Ah! You set me on fire. It's funny though, if you ever look it up, like irradiated cups and plates, it looks like glass armor from the Elder Scrolls. Ah. Maybe I should have kept my horse with me. What's this? Come on, lizard buddy. Yeah! Fireproof lizard. Sweet. I'll probably need you to make fireproof potions. Oh yeah, I totally forgot I was talking about old video games. I also had a Game Boy. Game Boy Advance. But I didn't play too many games on it. I remember playing like The Sims 2. That was a weird game. Oh, there's a guardian up ahead. Uh-oh. I think I also had a Pokemon game on it, but I didn't really play too much of it. Uh-oh, it sees me. There. Wait, didn't I get armor? Yeah. I got this. And I guess that's it for now. Oh boy. No, I have ancient arrows. And I have this cool ancient blade saw. That'll help me, probably. Oops. This poor Goron buddy that's with me. Whoa. I didn't think I would kill it that easily. Sweet. Did you know that mushrooms consume radiation like plants consume the sun? Whoa, I did not know that. Naked mole rats worship mushrooms. Hello. I think I already talked to you. Dato. Does Dato want to go on a date? Oh? I think I've heard of that though. Of like radiating food. I guess I didn't know mushrooms could consume radiation. But like, I mean, if you grow plants in irradiated soil, the plants will consume the radiation, I do believe. Loop loop. Right, where is it? Up ahead? That way? That way. I think there's also some studies of like people purposefully irradiating their food. Where is it? Is it across? Maybe it's up there. Like people would irradiate their food for the purpose of causing mutations on it. And then they would take the ones with good mutations and keep growing those ones. Yup, yup, yup. Okay, I think I'm still in the right direction. I'm just gonna ignore all those bokoblins. I don't feel like fighting today. Ah, there it is. Fighting lots of these today. Sadahaj. Man, it's tough working these days. Because I'm quitting in 2 weeks. And so I'm at work and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to work because I'm leaving soon. Why am I giving it my all? Another fire one. Power of fire. Whack. But I am excited to start school again. I mean, I'm nervous, but excited. I'm nervous because, like, it's been over a year since I've been to school. So I'm just like, what's gonna be new? What's gonna be different? Is it gonna be weird having to wear a mask during class? I don't know. But I'm gonna get me that Bachelor of Fine Arts. Or as I like to call it, Bachelor of Fine Farts. Mushrooms are being researched to regrow forests in deserted disaster zones and to help save the bees. It's an ancient mushroom our ancestors used to carry fire below before we knew how to catch it. I would not be surprised if mushrooms was a home to bees before they learned hive construction. Huh. It's interesting to think about how long mushrooms have been around. Definitely longer than people, right? Ooh, how do I get one on the ground? Oh, I guess I can knock that over. No? I thought I could knock that over. Alright, maybe not. Oh wait, I have fire arrows I can use too. Mushrooms are pretty cool things though. Very fascinating. Mushrooms are what some call the original World Wide Web. Yeah, 'cause they entangle themselves all around. Everywhere and anywhere. They grow all underneath the forest's floors. Alright, that doesn't work. $2 billion years ago, oh my goodness. I mean, even if that's not accurate, it's still really impressive. Sting mushrooms. How are they not already ruling the world? Maybe they are ruling the world and we just don't know it. Ah, I see. We got the fungi on the brain. Boop. Anything I'm missing? I don't think so. Alright. Oh, another easy one. You're getting 635 million. Wait, for how old mushrooms are? Are you getting that many mushrooms? If you're getting yeast, you might be able to get that much. I wonder how many little cells of yeast are in one container. In one loaf of bread. Oldest fungi in fossil record. Ah, not billions, but still, hundreds of millions is still really impressive. They were like one of the first things to be around, and I bet they're gonna be like one of the last things to be around. Oh, I suppose I should climb back up. Whee! Pardon me, bokoblins. I guess I can fight them, why not? Alright, let me put a tougher outfit on. I still find it hilarious that that's apparently my strongest shirt. They are incredible molecular engineers. Telling me mushrooms are engineers too? Wow. Even I dropped out of computer science. That's pretty amazing. Oh. Uh-oh. It's another one of these ones. Ah, why are these white ones so tough? I need to get better at, like, blocking. Ow. It's like that button, right? Aha! Goodbye. Mushroom had the Philosopher's Stone, I think. Possibly. Maybe the real Philosopher's Stone was actually just a really tough mushroom. Ow. Oh my god, there's so many tough ones. Why did I decide to fight them? Ah, my swords. There. Stone Smasher? No, I kind of feel like holding on to that. Guardian sword. Oops. Totally missed that shot. Oh no, I'm just not hitting anyone. There. Take that. Possibly. Speaking of mushrooms, I made myself a really good burger for lunch today. I say burgers. It wasn't really a burger. I was just kind of like tossing together random things I had in my kitchen since I didn't have any groceries. Whoa. It's not too often I'm able to activate this. Sick. Yeah. Sweet, I think that's all of them. Alchemist Patella. To the victor, the spoils. Alchemy. I always really wanted to get into alchemy when I was a kid. But, sadly, you know, alchemy's not really a thing. I mean, chemistry's a thing, but it's not nearly as cool as what I had envisioned. Rock. I want a rock. Alchemy is a thing. Well, I thought I thought it was basically impossible for one matter to turn into another matter. Whack. Shouldn't there be a rock nearby? 'Cause I know that's definitely... I know a Korok circle when I sees one. I don't see any spare rocks laying around though. Uh-oh. Hello? Lizard. Oh no, I wanted to catch the lizard. I spooked it. You watch a VTuber who's a alchemist for a dentist. Oh yeah, isn't Tired Squid an alchemist? Ah, here's a rock. Or something like that. Yeah. I wonder what that encompasses. It's another lizard. I must catch a lizard. Because I know you can like turn plants and stuff into like medicines. I don't know if I'd call that alchemy more than chemistry though. Ta-da! Yeah, haha. I'm curious now. I'm gonna have to really look into it. Alchemy. Oh man, I got so sidetracked. Where was I? Okay, the path is north, it looks like. Okay. Catch some dragonflies while I'm here. And a butterfly. For good measure. Alright, north. I think. We can probably cook bitter oranges into vitamin C pills or citric acid for canning preservation. Oh. Oh, I don't have that anymore. Where did the path go? Oh, there it is. I was thinking it was up when all this time it was down. Come on, keep up with me, horse. Phew, phew, phew. Oh, hey, another Korok thing, I think.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Ah, Rivali's Gale is now ready. Look away from the clock for 10 minutes at... Hello, Beef Bowl! Good to see you. We're talking about alchemy. And mushrooms. What? Oops. Oh yeah, I totally got sidetracked. I was talking about the burger I made for lunch, and how it's not actually a burger. I mean, it was a patty of beef. Yeah. But it was also just like a bunch of other random things I had lying around. Oh no, my horsey's running away. Come on, keep up. Snort some potions, yeah. Exactly. I'm not even riding my horse, I'm just letting him travel with me. It's my buddy, my companion. So, I had beef. And then I was like, okay, what else do I have? I cooked it. I mean, I always like to mix my beef with Dijon mustard and Worcestershire sauce. Do that before I even start cooking it. Ah. And then I fry up the beef, but I also fried up mushrooms and onions to go with it. And then because I had a bunch of random stuff I didn't want to waste, I also put some avocado on it. I fried an egg and put that on it. Oh, that's a big weapon. And what else? I think that's it. Oh yeah, I had some rosé sauce left over from when I made chicken pasta. I used that instead of cheese. And then I also just put in mayonnaise and ketchup. It was a weird combination, but it was pretty good. I didn't have any hamburger buns though, so I just put it on toast. Sounds rich. It was pretty rich, but it was tasty. I was surprised with how good it actually tasted. I suppose it's hard to go wrong with sauteed onions and mushrooms. They're a favorite of mine. Worcestershire. Like her with a sh. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I don't know how to pronounce it. I pronounce it the way I want to. Worcestershire. 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 Yep, that's how it's pronounced now. Ah. Ah. Please, stop setting me on fire. Worcestershire. You don't put any effort into any of the syllables. Oh. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. You got it. Worcestershire. Sauteed onions and mushrooms are good, however, have you tried adding peeled apple slices and apple cider juice? I have not. That sounds like it could be good, though. I almost, never buy apples, though. But maybe I'll have to start. They make pretty good treats, depending on the type of apple. Every time I buy apples, I buy the savory kind. That's good for roasting with vegetables. Which I suppose is the kind that would be good with that type of recipe. What's this? Death Mountain Marker 2. Goron City ahead. Heat level 1 star. Non-Gorons use extreme caution. Oh, I have to climb, I see. Bird. Oh, I thought I could sneak up on it. I mean, I didn't sneak at all, I just kind of walked up to it. Alright, doing some climbing, yeah. Let's go, Link, let's go. Uh-oh, there's lava. That's not good. That's very bad. Wait, what did that thing say? Oh, look at that face. He's not a happy camper. Yeah, food, heat elixir. The apple adds sweetness and acid. Some call cola the poor man's wine because the acidity improves flavors when paired with food. Hmm. Wooden weapons or shields will catch on fire. Oh, okay. I see. I've heard of people using like soda pop and things like pulled pork. Oh, I should make homemade pulled pork sometime. That would be good. These nuts can't come. I'll never get over that joke. Alright, I think I still have ancient arrows. Yeah. And ancient armor. Excuse me. Oop. I thought if I ran right underneath it, it wouldn't hit me. But it can still hit me. Frick you! Screw you! Yeah, fall into the lava. But not me. Wait, didn't I drink the fire elixir? Oh, it stopped because I ate food. What? That's not fair. Ugh. Gah. Eat. Remember the demon boar from Princess Mononoke? Yeah, I remember that. Okay, eat that. No, I think that was still the wrong thing. Drink that. Man, I love Princess Mononoke. That's a good one. It's slowly going into the lava. It's still alive though. Oh no, it's not. Oh man, I can't loot it now though. Oh. Basically though, there's a place that was called Worcestershire. But it became two places, with one called Worcester. That's why you'll see it spelled and pronounced multiple ways. Ah, I see. Your victory laugh is awesome. Thank you. Knight's halberd. Do I want a knight's halberd? Doesn't look that tough, but I'll grab it anyway. I think I'm still on the right road. The road to Goron Village is very tough, apparently. Oh man, you should have heard me yesterday though when I was playing Hyper Light Drifter. I was like so tense from fighting the final boss because it was really hard. And I think I just started hyperventilating right as soon as I finished defeating it. It was amazing. What a good fight that was. There, I don't care if it's on fire. I attack her. Attack her. With your own weapon. You were so satisfied at the end though. In an appropriate way. And in an inappropriate way too, probably. Not really though. Oh, I was already here though. Oh, I guess I do have to go through the hot lava to get to Goron Village. Okay, okay. I'll do it. There's something... I mean, I don't usually like roguelikes because of how stressful they are. And I was really stressed out yesterday. I had a hard time sleeping. I had to look at cat videos to calm me down. Bleep bloop, bloop bloop. But it was so satisfying. It reminds me of when I played Hades. And I had a hard time with that one too. But when I did finally beat Hades, oh boy was I ever happy. Who needs that when I can use this? Yeah. If I clip your victory laugh, would you make it a sound routine? Nah. I don't know if I would make it a sound routine. I mean, I'm glad you think it's a cute laugh. But I'm only limited to so many redeems. I think I could only have 5 as fewer reward points. And so it's already hard having to choose between the ones I have now. And new ones. You've been saving up for an RR, but you think you want the victory laugh instead? But you can just listen to the clip of me laughing over and over, to your heart's content. A balanced approach. Alright. How do I go about this one? It's not the same. It never is the same, huh? Well, let me in. I don't know what I'm doing. Boop, 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 boop. Man, the heat in the game is getting to me too. It's mirroring the heat I'm feeling in real life right now. Oh, is this one of the ones where I have to set stuff on fire? I'm all about setting stuff on fire. Right, let me grab a drink of water while I'm at it. Aha! That is how it's done. Small key. Ah, useful. And now... Oh wait, I should put a bomb on that one first, I think. Maybe if you get bored of your bonk redeem, you can hold on to the Batella victory laugh for that day. Perhaps. Whoops. I exploded it way sooner than I wanted to. Or maybe sometime in the future, the yahaha won't be relevant anymore. Once I'm done playing this game, anyway. Well, how do these ones work? Do these ones do anything? Oh, they do. Oh, intriguing. Oh, I see, I see. Let me jump on top of this, please. I'm so close to figuring out what to do. You can afford 4 RRs now. Oh my. You're saving up for whenever I get Hot Dog Patella though, right? Because that's gonna be a classic. Maybe I should start on the other side. jump from here. What? Magnets can be spooky, be careful. Alright, I'll be careful. Ah. I am here. Think I could lift it up while I'm on it? I don't think I can. Oh man. So close, but so far. You're saving up for that many points. Wait, what's that many points? Is that the point where you can marry me and divorce me all at the same time? Bet that's what that is. Yeah. I should have known. I should have known. Now how do I get up there? Oh no! I can't move it. Alright, let me grab these other ones. You're gonna take half my Twitch earnings. I mean, don't worry about it. I don't get earnings for Twitch points. Wow. Pain Peckle. Pain Peckle indeed. Just tossing everything now. Hua! Oh no, I didn't make that jump that time. Am I doing the right thing, or am I completely wrong? I just want to get up there. Yeah. Now I can't even make this jump. I'm sad. Okay, there we go. Come on, Link. You got this. And then... can I push down? Aha! Look at me, I'm so smart. Royal Claymore. Oh, I'll take it. That's not too bad. Anyway, I got completely distracted by the... Let me actually do the real puzzle here now. Whoops. That. Ha 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 ha. And now... move that. Yeah? No? Oh. Thought that's what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Looks like you're not dead, so I'd say you're moving in the right direction. Thank you for the faith in me. I appreciate it. Alright, grab these two. Slide them over here where I can reach them. Whack. Did I ever tell you guys about how sometimes my work annoys me a lot? People will be like, oh, I'm blonde, I'm gonna put it in the blonde category, and I'm like, no, you're wrong, because we never see your hair. How are any of us supposed to know? Yeah. It annoys me. Just use the right categories. How hard could it be? So many people get it wrong, though. So I feel like those things tend to like annoy me a lot more than even like the tediousness of it. Just people being wrong. Alright, thank goodness I don't have a job working with people. That would be bad. Because I would just be like, ugh, you're so annoying, I don't want to deal with this. Whoa. Almost jumped into the lava. Alright, back on track. You don't browse often, but when I do, I get mad at the state of the tags. The most irrelevant stuff. Ah, the tags too. People always like to just shove random things into the tags. It's annoying. Alright, I think this is the way to go. I wanna say. I should probably hurry up before my flame guard runs out. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This guy's on fire. How am I supposed to... What the heck? Is he shooting that at me? Or is that something else? What the heck? That's not fair. I didn't even see you shooting anything. Ugh. Oh, I think I see. My bomb arrows are just exploding on the spot. Oh my god. Because of the heat. Alright, jump on him. Oh, I'm burning up. Oh, I need to heal. Okay. Oh wait, I can't heal because I'm on... No! I have to be very specific with what I eat. Uh-oh. This isn't good. This is not good. This is very much not good. Ice arrow him. Oh yeah, I could ice arrow him too next time. When it says big PP, we get a Tanga packaging review instead. Only friends become a category that would be difficult to regulate. Only friends? I don't know, I haven't really paid attention to that kind of stuff. Eat some apples. And mushrooms. Yep. Whoop. Right. Ice arrows. Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you, Midna. No, your name's not Midna. Mifa. Oh, ice arrows make him not hot. Okay, okay. There, that's better. I did it! Phew. Okay, I need to get out of this heat. Make it to the village before I die. That would also be a tough one. Only acquaintances. Sometimes it makes me laugh though, my work. When people are like one I sent on my Discord, it was 3 guys tossing around a ball, but it's just some guys playing Rocket League. That one made me laugh a lot. Is this the village? It doesn't look like a village. This is probably not the village. Oh no, lizard. I wanted you. Ah, no! Southern Mine. Ah. Hello. Hey. What is the dumbest video that isn't just like not really meant for the site? I don't know. We get a lot of Minecraft videos that are just people playing around in Minecraft. I don't really get that stuff. Or one time there was a streamer that got clipped and put on to the site. I think, what's his name? One of the big popular ones. XQC, is that the name? Why don't you know? If you're a grown-up, you should always say the truth. Okay. Dig faster, dig. Papa, grumble. Okay. What's up, buddy? Kima, how's it going, buddy? Sure, it's hot around these parts, ain't it? Even at night, like you wouldn't believe. But those folks from Goron City, I'll tell ya, sure are amazing, huh? Eating hot pot even in this heat. I'm on my way back from Goron City, but forgot to buy souvenirs. I wanted to capture some of those fireproof lizards that live here on Death Mountain. Those suckers are quick. Say, you look pretty speedy. I bet you could catch a ton. If you bring me 10, I'll even give you heat-resistant armor! Okay, that's how I get it. You haven't watched Hollow since Coco Ascended. You just don't hit the same. That's fair. I miss Coco. 10. Okay, how many do I have now? But I still watch Hololive. Oh, I only have 2. Okay, I can also probably make more fireproof potions with some of the other stuff I have. Yeah, sizzling trout. Probably. Temporarily boosts your resistance to cold. Nope, that's not it. Simmerwing butterfly. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy. No, that's not it. You can resist the cold. Oh no, I don't have anything that makes me resist the heat. Except for the lizards. One of the Gen 2 VTubers outed themselves as a degenerate right away towards Ceres. Like as a joke. Really? Is it the image of what's her name? The space one kissing her feet or something like that? I saw that image. Now there's a whole lot of degeneracy surrounding Ceres fauna. And you're upset. I don't think I have anything that offers fire resistance. I have everything else, but like she could be really wholesome kind of YouTuber. But no, she's mommy nature now. Oh yeah, mommy nature. No such thing as wholesome these days. I like to think I'm something in between wholesome and not wholesome. Although I suppose I tend to be less so. I'm a cultured wholesome. Exactly. I can't help it. My job doesn't help things either. Come on, lizards, I need you for that heat-proof armor. Lizards. Yeah. Have I taken the rice purity test? I think I took that long time ago, but I don't remember my answer. Must have been like somewhere in the middle. Maybe. My god, how am I supposed to grab them right after I pick up a rock? That's not fair. I need to grab lizard before my heat potion wears off. Ah, okay, I can grab it while holding the rock. Ah. Would you say you're already cultured and that it only surfaced because of my job? You'd become more cultured as a result of my job. I think my job does have some stuff to do with it. It makes me more... Because it made me very desensitized, so now I'm just like... Dirty jokes? I don't see what's dirty about these jokes, it's just a joke. Something along those lines, anyway. I mean, I always had a dirty sense of humor, but it's definitely have gotten worse. Alright, how many do I have? 10, okay. Buddy, do I have some good news for you? Look at all them fireproof lizards. You actually managed to chase down 10 of those suckers. Well, deal's a deal. Hand them over and I'll give you this heat-resistant armor. Yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm? Something the matter, buddy? My helmet. Sorry it ain't for lending. It's too expensive for that. You can buy your own in Goron City. To get to Goron City, head north from here. It's still the 5th stop up on the trail. I'm sure you'd agree, buddy, that it's always handy to have some spare souvenirs on hand. Yeah. If you come across any more fireproof lizards, I'll buy them off of you. That's cool, but I'd rather just make fireproof elixirs. There. I can wear that now. It's a very ugly shirt, but I'll take it. Alright, I want more lizards. Oh, actually I don't think I need them anymore if I have this armor, but still. In case, I'm gonna turn y'all into potions. Fireproof elixirs can't be beat. It's true. I wish I could have one of them in real life. Alright, lizards. I think I only need one lizard to actually make the potion. Let me find out. Excuse me, pardon me. There you are. One lizard with... Should I do heat jelly or cold stuff? Let me do fiery stuff. Maybe that'll help. Vitella's potions. Ba 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 ba. Okay, it seemed like doing the fire stuff helped. Sweet. I only needed one too. Make new alchemist shop. Wait, that was like the same ingredients. Why was that one weaker? Or did I mess up and do different ingredients? Ba-bum-bum-bum. Either way, still useful. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Luck of the draw. Oh, maybe. Okay, I don't think there's anything else around here. Maybe, I don't know. Grab whatever's in here. Or maybe I should make more food, actually. While I'm here. I do really need more ingredients for food, though. There, I'm gonna make something very fruity. Cooking with Vitella. If you don't follow me in my Discord, I started a food channel where I share food that me and other people make. Today I made spaghetti, although I didn't put a picture of it. Wasn't really that fancy of a spaghetti. Ooh, wait, I have like sweet stuff. I should make sweet stuff. Surrender the spaghetti. I suppose I can still send pictures. I have leftovers. see, butter, milk, egg, wheat, and apple? Will that make something good? Apple pie? Hot buttered apples. No, it wasn't what I wanted it to make, but that's okay. Butter. Milk. Wheat. Oh no, I'm out of sugar. That's right, sugar. Banana. Butter. Milk. And I'm fine, as long as I don't make anything dubious. Mighty milk. Whoa, I didn't know I could make milk. Dura, mushroom, Hylian, chill shroom, sun shroom. Oh, iron shroom. I like those. You got a mental ping. Who said spaghetti? Sweet, that's a tough mushroom skewer. I said spaghetti. I made spaghetti. I don't know if I would call myself a natural. I learned a lot about cooking, especially during COVID times, since I was kind of forced to actually cook for once. Chicken. Oh, spaghetti's really easy. I make it pretty often. Which probably helps. I didn't think chicken would make tough steak. Chicken steak. Huh. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I should probably stop cooking soon and continue on my way. I want to make stuff that increases my energy, aka stamina, but I don't think I have anything that does that. Anyway, time to continue on my journey. I'm trying to think of good desserts to make. I got an idea for one. Whee. One dessert, because my sister gave me some leftover limoncello liqueur, and I'm like, oh boy, I want to figure out what to do with that. And so I'm trying to find good dessert recipes to actually use it with. And I think I might try limoncello tiramisu sometime this month. I don't know what the point of following those things are, but hey, if it keeps me out of danger. But look at all those treasure chests. How could I say no to treasure? Sweet rolls. Classic. Oh man, I was really craving cinnamon rolls recently. I actually got some earlier this week. I ate out a lot last week. As in delivery. It was bad for my wallet. I'm happy I have my groceries now. Stone Smasher! I want another Stone Smasher actually, they're pretty cool weapons. Okay, what's a sword I can get rid of? I never used the meteor rod. Nutmeg and allspice cupcakes with limoncello frosting. Oh yeah, I suppose I can make a good frosting too, huh? I admit, I messed up my bananas. I messed up my bananas. Oh, I want to fly through this hoop. Whoops. I guess I can't really fly through it. Pumpkin spice, allspice, nutmeg, and sugar. But yeah, I messed up my bananas. They were really ripe, and I was trying to pull one off of the bunch I had, but I accidentally split open all of the bananas somehow. Oh my god, what was that? What's going on? Was it a wizard? Was it the volcano? I guess it was the volcano. I split open all the bananas by accident because it was just so fragile. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't eat all 5 of these bananas in one day. Whack. Whack this poor bird. So I thought maybe I'll try and... Wait, what's happening? Make banana muffins? I'm getting all distracted. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, it's the beast! Volcano got angry. Banana split. So I put my bananas in the freezer for now, until I eventually make banana muffins. Maybe banana muffins with limoncello frosting. That might not be bad. But muffins don't usually go good with frosting. Maybe banana cupcakes? Bananas are too dense for muffins? Try brownies. Well, I've totally made brownies. Or sorry, muffins out of bananas before. Banana nut muffins. Those are like one of my favorite kinds of muffins. Oh, it's a face. Oh, I made it to the village. Okay, okay. Hello, Goron City. Welcome, Master Link. How'd you know? What do you mean? More importantly, I hope you made it past all those magma bombs without injury. To be honest, we haven't had too many visitors here since those magma bombs started falling from the sky. I'd be bored to tears if I didn't pass the time pretending to greet the long-lost Hylian champion. Oh, in any case, you didn't know Link is the little Hylian who fought alongside Goron champion Daruk. If you want to hear more, talk to the boss. He lives further in town. Alright, I'll talk to the boss. Banana muffin sounds dense. Well, it's basically like banana bread, but in muffin form. So I suppose if they are kind of dense, depends on how many bananas you put into it, I suppose. Ooh, property damage time. Screw your pots. What's going on in here? Oh, it's just a house. I thought it would be a store. I should find where that shrine is. The beeping will annoy me otherwise. Back and go! I've been all over the world, but this place is truly the hottest of them all. I'd die here without a fireproof elixir. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to draw anything here, so I'll just burn the scenery into my memory. Hey, we meet again. Are you out traveling as well? I've traveled all over the world, but I'm happy to tell you about new places if you want. If you have a picture to show me, let's see it already. What about banana cream pie instead? Honk honk. Banana cream pie. That sounds good too. I can see Hyrule Castle and the Great Hyrule Forest, which neighbors it to the north. Looking down on the Great Hyrule Forest from the southeast, you can see scenery like this. Okay, okay. That reminds me, if you travel south of here, you'll find a stable called Woodland Stable. Yeah, I think I was there. I hear there's some high ground north with an incredible view. Sorry, that's all I know. I wonder if you could make banana cream pie using bananas. Maybe if you mix them really well. I always thought that was like more of a... What is this? Cobble Crusader. Huh. I always thought it was like banana flavoring, not like actual bananas. Kinda like how it is with banana pudding. What's up, buddy? Oh, you're old. Drat that blasted Redania. What's wrong? With Redania running wild recently, Death Mountain's eruptions have gotten real bad. Do you see Redania stomping around up there on that mountain? They say 100 years ago it actually used to protect our people from harm, but that was then and this is now. Now all it does is mess up our mining operations. We're all suffering because it's stopping us from doing business. I can't tell you how many times we've used the cannon to chase off that fiend, but it always comes back. Ugh. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Are you okay? It's just some back pain. Wait, who are you? I'm a traveler. I see. So then, you came all this way to pay your respects to me. I like you already, brother. Well, my name's Bluto. I'm the great Goron boss. Oh, you're the boss. Who's fearsome enough to silence a crying child. Or to make a silenced child cry, either way. Yes, it is none other than I, Bluto. I was planning to drive off for Dania like I always do, but then this blasted pain in my back flared out of nowhere. That blasted Yunobo, when will he return? Who is Yunobo? Yunobo is the young Goron who helps me drive off for Dania. He went to grab some painkillers for my back from the abandoned North Mine, but hasn't come back yet. Sounds kind of spooky. Abandoned mine. Slacker, I bet he's off somewhere wasting time. Hey, if you happen to see Yunobo, will you let him know I'm looking for him? Ugh! Ugh! Ouch! This guy's poor back. I'm surprised he didn't recognize me like some of the other Gorons do. Apparently, some of them recognize Link. Are they just that old? Crunch. They got the crunch. Whoa, frog. Oh yeah, I never did find that shrine yet. And I also want to find stores in here. Lizard. Yeah. Hey. Got them crunchy, cakey snacks. I'm a traveler. Protein Palace. Welcome to Protein Palace, the hotspot for on the rocks grilling. How's it going? You need something? Sure. What do you sell? Oh, really? I haven't had a customer in ages. I'll tell you something interesting. Goron City is so hot, if you put anything on the ground, it'll cook up in no time. Oh, I didn't know that. Once people figured that out, we lost all our customers. All of them. So yeah, if you see something you want, just grab it hot off the grill. Cool. Thank you. What you got? Mushroom, steak, and fish. Actually, I don't need any of those stuff. Sorry, buddy, I'm not gonna buy anything. Aha, now we're talking though. Arrows. Yes, I need arrows. Buy ice arrows. All of them. That'll be 60. Oh, Goron Spice. Heck yeah. That'll be fun to try out. Oh, and sugar. I need more sugar too. All of them. Spending all my money on food ingredients. Thank you, buddy. Oh, there's the clothing store. I was wondering where it was. I knew it must have been in here. Stay at my inn, friend. Traveler, perfect. Hey, why don't you stay here and rest your head? I won't. I won't. Link never rests. Link always busy. Link never sleep. Hey! Oh no, I can't afford any of the other armor. 2,000, oh my goodness. This is highway robbery, I tells ya. It's alright. I don't need any of the other flame shielding armor. I have one. That's all I need. Probably. Alright, let me find that shrine now. Quick tip, if you talk to the Cloth Keep about the anti-heat clothes, he says something different. I talked to the Cloth Keep, this guy.
Yeah.
You have the privilege of standing in Ripped and Shredded, my armor shop. How can I help you?
Ooh.
Of course you do. If you gear up here, you'll stay cool at places even hotter than Goron City. With what you're wearing right now, you should really give up on going anywhere hotter than Goron City. Places that are hot are forbidden to anyone who isn't a Goron anyhow. Do I need anything? Oh, do I need more pieces of the armor? To be able to withstand even hotter temperatures? Uh-oh. Okay. What do I have for sale? I have a bunch of opals. Yeah, I'm gonna sell all my opals. I don't care.
Ah.
Luminous stones, topaz. I'll sell a good chunk of those too. I'll keep 3.
Ooh.
Rubies, 2 of those.
Ah.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't need any of these
Ooh.
bugs. I'm just holding on to all these bugs. I guess they're not really worth that much either.
Ah.
Ding ding. It's alright, I'll get them out of my inventory.
Ooh.
Alright, what else can I sell? Amber? Yeah, I don't need all that amber.
Ah.
There, I think I can afford all the armor now. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
I don't know, I like having complete sets of armor.
Ooh.
It's just satisfying, even if I don't need it all. Ta-da! Oh, I hear fireworks again. What is with this neighborhood and fireworks? I really love this stuff. I mean, fireworks are cool, but I feel like it's just getting excessive. Bloop, 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 bloop. Whoa! What the heck is this? Oh, it's a guy. I'm good. I'm good. I didn't realize they could roll like that. What's up? This is the house of distinguished Goron artisan Master Rohan. You need something? Who's Rohan? Rohan is a godly blacksmith. He's responsible for keeping the ancient arts alive. He's really strict with everyone, me included. In my case, he told me to beat every Igneo around Goron City as part of my training. But I can't get the Igneo at Darunia Lake. If only someone would go in my place. Okay. I fought one of them. What are you staring at? Sorry. I'm working here. Buzz off. Bloop, 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 bloop. Nope. I guess I wouldn't find a shrine in the middle of someone's house. Where is it? I see a wind tunnel right there. Maybe that'll help me find it. Oh, it's up there. Okay, okay. Rohan sensei! Like in JoJo. But, oh, you scared me. Whoa, it's a Hylian. That's unexpected. What are you doing here, little guy? Be full, you return. Only for the Wiggles, not even for me. How rude. There's only an abandoned mine past this point. That lots of monsters, in other words. It's dangerous. Yeah, my middle name is Danger. Link Danger Hyrule. Actually, I don't know what Link's last name is. Does Link even have a last name? perish. Boop, boop. Aha, there it is. Chez Mosa. The Wiggly may have a gun, but the ducks are infinite. Oh my, not the ducks. All that person is missing is the duck looking on the other side. So that way it can look like the ducks are making out. You know what? I would love to be a partner just for the sake of having the animated GIF emotes. I want to have a wiggly patella. I think that would be very good. Swinging flames. Oh, more fire puzzles. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There, torch. Alright, fire arrow. Skeletal twerking. I don't need a hint. I got it. Look at me, so smart. But thank you for the offer though. You're gonna recommend bombing. Ah, I guess bombing works too, now that you mention it. You learned to do animation well. Sure, a wiggly patella. I mean, I would love a twerking patella too, like the Among Us Jigglybutt one. But I don't think Twitch allows those. Because I saw someone on Twitter complaining that the Twitch wouldn't approve of their emote of them twerking. Maybe that'll be a Discord exclusive. If you learn to animate well. I mean, I would appreciate a patella wiggling. I was gonna try and figure it out myself, but I'm not super smart when it comes to animating myself. I think with better Twitch TV, or you can make custom animated emotes without partner. That was the old way. Oh yeah, that's right, huh? I always forget about that. Better Twitch TV. I do have it installed, but I never figured out how to make like my own custom emotes on it. Maybe I should figure that out. Could be fun. What was the point of burning all of that stuff? I think skeletons twerking would be the exception. Alright, I don't need another one of those. What's this thing? Huh? What's this wheel thingy? What's that? What's that? I was thinking of trying to do another skeleton patella live 2D avatar. I started one a while back, but I was struggling with the design of it. But maybe, just maybe, I can eventually figure out how to do one I like. Once I get an idea for a design. I found some like really cool skeleton VTubers that have really cool styles. But I don't want to like copy anyone. There's a bowl. And some flames. Aha. Burn, baby, burn. The ball goes. And the ball stops. And even if I do make another patella skeleton, it wouldn't be something I use too often. Now that I'm so used to being an anime girl. Disco Inferno. Ta-da! Hey! Figured it out. The skeleton you sent us to last time was pretty cool. The raid yesterday. Yeah, he's cool. He's a really nice artist. And I like that he also wears skull mask. Although his is a lot more cooler looking than mine. Love the aesthetic. Yeah, it's a cool aesthetic. Now what did this key unlock? I don't remember where that door was. Do I have to backtrack a little? Perhaps? No. Backtrack too far. Must have been up there then. I mean, I followed a bunch of skeleton VTubers on Twitch. It's only a matter of making sure they stream at the right time for me to raid them. I follow a lot of people on Twitch, but the number of people that actually stream at the right time for me to raid them, very low. Very sad. Huh? What am I supposed to burn with this? Can I burn this? Oh my god. Smashed. Oh, I can smash them. I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, I think I did this without burning anything too. I just knocked the barrel down. Who needs fire, huh? I need to follow more people on Twitch. I think as soon as I'm done streaming, I need to like find people who are online or something like that. I think that's gonna be like the best way of finding people. Ugh, just trying to get comfy here. Ugh, maybe I should get a new chair before I get a new desk. Networking is how you network. Also true. It's a shame I'm shy. Whoa. Wow. Oh, I hate these things. They always hide right at the right time. I'm gonna bomb you. Huh? Try that, buddy. Whoops. Ah. I was like, oh, I didn't throw it far enough, but he sucked it up. Sweet. Because he is a sucker. Ha ha ha. Abandoned mine. Hello. Yeesh. Yeesh. What's going on today? So many people out and about. You should know it gets much hotter past here. There are also lots of monsters. It's really dangerous. What about Yunobo? Why is a stranger like you asking about Yunobo? Boss wants to know. Huh? Boss does? Well then, I guess I better tell you where Yunobo is. Oh, okay. You know, we went to the vault to fetch some painkillers, but now that you mention it, I suppose he never came back. This place is dangerous, so you probably shouldn't go looking for him. So, do you need something else? No.
Oh.
Goodbye. A goodbye to you, good sir. I'm gonna explore anyway. Hey, stop that. That's boss's cannon. Don't you dare touch that lever. Oh, it's a cannon. I bet I'm gonna have to use this later at some point. Alright, I continue on my adventures. Ah. The air itself burns. Okay, I guess I need more heat resistance, maybe? No? Yeah. Okay. I was worried. Ah, don't attack me. Attacking me is rude. Wow, they're really weak to ice, huh? Whoop. Whoop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, I'm shy. I want to talk to other VTubers and reach out, but man, I'm not good at that stuff. I guess it's just a matter of getting out of my shell and doing it. But even if I do message people, it's so hard to like keep up contact. And I'm always nervous that people think it's just for like clout chasing or whatever. It's like, no, I just genuinely want to get to know people. And I think collabing would be fun. It's always fun playing games with people. It's not a matter of me trying to get new followers. Oh, that would be nice too, I must admit. Hello! I'm here to the rescue. I hope you're gonna stand back far enough. What? Oh, that didn't help. Infinite patella. You send a DM and get left unread for months. Yeah. I guess that didn't work. Somebody. Alright, that didn't do anything either. Maybe I have to use one of those cannon thingies. Are there any nearby that are pointed at it? Maybe that one. I'll say Suno has been absolutely wonderful since you sent me to him, as well as the folks he introduced you to as well. Suno seems like a decent guy to reach out to. Oh, I think he's on vacation right now. I don't think this is good enough to actually... Yeah, it's not aimed properly. Oh. It seems I can't set it off either way. Oh, I can. Sweet. He is... You know what? I don't need to collaborate with anyone. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I'm gonna try something. You said infinite patella? You're gonna get infinite patella. That's right. I'm gonna collaborate with myself. There's two of us now. There's never enough patella in the world, let me tell you that. Can I add a delay to one of them? Stand the power. I don't know if I could do a delay. Oh, I can? A whole 100 seconds, maybe? No, you can't even see the difference. Filters. What's a good delay amount? I don't know milliseconds. 1,000. 999. 200. 500. 600. 500. I think 500's the max on it. And you can't even tell that there's a delay. Alright, never mind about the delay. Patwoolia! This is getting more windy. Is there a delay? There's a delay, but you can't really see it. It's like a 500-second delay. Oh, I think it's because there's a delay on both of them. Ah. Because I copied them. That's... It all makes sense now. Ah. I wonder how I can make one different than the other. You're thinking they were synced, but not the audio. Ah. No. It's Patellas. They're synced. Believe it or not. I think it's because it's a pure copy. Anyway, I tried to get it delayed. I can't. Goodbye, other Patella. It was nice knowing you, but I have to puff you out of existence. Or maybe I should have just covered the screen in Patellas. That'll be the next thing I try.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Rivali's gale's now ready. Alright, thank you. I don't know why I said that with so much sass. Patella and Platelet. Oh, there's another one down there. How do I get these open? Knight's bow. Cause I can't move the cannons, can I? Alright, let's see what this one does. Or can I move it with Magnesis? No, I can't. Here, this will be a good way of getting rid of those monsters. And fire! Oh, that was amazing. I love death and destruction. Yeah. Alright, what else can I do? I know there's more. There's one up there. Ooh, it's gonna be a tricky one to get to. Alright, don't burn in the lava! Yeah! Alright, here's another one. Also not pointed to the right direction. Let's set it off anyway. I don't think that did anything. I really wish there was a way to move it. Alas. There does not seem to be a way. But hey, there's supposed to be... If there's a will, there's a way, right? Excuse me, pardon me. I got things to explode. Oh, wrong one. Explode! Yeah! Another one. God, there must be a way to move them. Right? No? Yeah. Yeah, I can totally should be able to move them. I just have to figure out how. 'Cause I can't hit this lever. Or do I have to actually like hit it? Hit it. Oh, it all makes sense now. Ah, missed it. Big brain time. Now to get this lined up. Yeah, no, okay, that didn't work. Let's try again. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Aww. Ooh. Sweet. Okay, now I know how that's done. Phew. I was getting worried there. I wasn't gonna be able to figure it out. There's another one over there. But I suppose I should probably make my way back to where that guy was trapped. Yeah. What's that? Oh, it's the tail. Grab the salt. Grab the salt. There we go. Assault the salt. Sweet. What does this one do if I move it around? Ooh, I can hit the monster lair maybe? Yes! Destruction! I love it. Wait a minute. I'm waiting a minute. Anything left behind? No. You haven't paid attention to the game in too long? I'm not a bokoblin. You're right, I'm not. I wonder if I will burn if I don't. Okay, I'm surviving. I was worried that I had to wear the entire heat protection suit. But I'm okay. A-okay. Oh. Yep. Wasn't that one? Oop, let me get some air. Oh, it's just another wind tunnel. Hardly worth it. Sus. Am I sus without the Bacalda mask? Or am I sus with it on? Because I feel like I'm more sus with it on. Because technically that makes me an imposter. A bokoblin imposter. Alright, there's another one right there that I kind of want to activate. Destroy this one tower over here. Whoops. Oh, I guess I can't destroy that one tower. That's right. Anything else I can destroy? I'm a Hylian imposter. right. I'm actually a bokoblin this entire time. Oh, one didn't go anywhere. Alright, I should probably save that guy now. I've probably had enough fun. Alright, I think it's that one up there.
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
Urbosa's Fury is ready. Good to know. Oh man, I don't watch TV at all. Like, I watched a bit of it though when I was home on vacation, but it was just like Cooking Channel and the Olympics, which isn't happening anymore. So it's like no point of TV. I don't have cable anyway. I have Netflix. What have I been watching on Netflix? Not the right angle. Last thing I watched on Netflix was Centaur World. It was a cute cartoon, actually. Still off angle. Oof. I like cartoons. They make me feel young. That makes me sound old. I'm not that old. Hey, you're saved! Fairly Odd Parents. I haven't watched Fairly Odd Parents in a long time. I used to watch it when I was younger. Not so much these days. Dang good cartoon. Hello!
Oh man, oh man, oh man. What am I
Oh
gonna
man,
do?
oh god, oh man, oh god.
Monsters! They're here!
Oh, he has nice hair.
Help me! Help! Huh?
And this Goron is styling. Alright. He does have lovely soft hair. Hello! I am no monster, although I do have a bokoblin mask on. In that 8-pack though. Now that I have gotten a good look. Whoa, it's a Hylian! Were you the one who broke through that crag to rescue me, Goro? Thanks, brother. But what brought you all the way out here to begin with? I'm looking for you. Oh, that's it. The boss told you to come find me. Phew, thank goodness. In any case, I'm sure glad you saved me, Goro. Goro. Is that like his verbal tick? Like Pekko? The name's Yonobo. Everyone calls me Yonobo. Makes sense, desu? Should I do that where I say something at the end of my sentences? What should I say? Ella? I came to get some painkillers for boss, but a magma bomb caused a rock slide, sealing the entrance. Kiko. Kiko? What does Kiko mean? By the way, how did you break those rocks at the entrance, Goro? With a cannon. Huh? You used boss's cannon? That thing is so difficult to use, I thought only boss could handle it. Oops, I nearly forgot. This isn't the time to chat. I need to deliver these painkillers as soon as possible. Sorry, I've got to run. But do come by and see the boss later, okay? He may be gruff, but he's always repaying favors. I'm sure there's a reward in it for you. Okay then, goodbye for now, Goro. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. Oh yeah, I was talking about cartoons before I got distracted. I like watching cartoons every now and then, even as an adult. It's nostalgic. Sometimes I find a good cartoon and I'm like, yes, this is something younger me would love. And so adult me is also still enjoying it. Or honne, as in bone. Honne? Kind of sounds like honey. I like it. I think that's how it's written. Honey. Oh. Oh yeah, I never found that shrine. Is it behind this? Bloop bloop. Out this way? In there, maybe? Uh-oh, I think it might be in there. Can I ride like the minecarts or something? I want to try that actually. See if I can. All the way at the start, oh boy. Alright. It's alright, it'll be worth it if I could ride the minecart. Although if I can't, it's gonna be a waste of time. You know what, that's okay. That's a-okay. What is Zelda but a time waster of a game? Can I make it? Yeah, I can make it. Oh nice, my roommate texted me saying that she forgot her berries and yogurt, and that I can have it. Looks like I got myself a bit of a treat. Maybe I'll have that for breakfast. It'll probably make a pretty good breakfast. How can I get over there and not die in the hot lava? I guess I can always use Rivali Scale. Bit of a treat. A bit of a treat. Patella can have a little bit of berries and yogurt as a treat. Can I ride in this? Let's go. Alright, come on. Come on, magnesis. Yes! Oh, I can't activate it while I'm on it. Stasis. Let's try this. Hope I stay on. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go. We're playing Minecraft now. Oh, I didn't give it enough juice. Here. Whoops, I didn't mean to use her bow slow. Whee! It's like a roller coaster! A very underwhelming roller coaster. Oh man, I miss going to amusement parks. I freaking love roller coasters so much. Whoops. What's my camera doing? Yeah. Now we are talking. No, just a little closer. Come on, just a little closer. Little closer. Little closer. Yogurts. Yeah, that's good. There's a way to make a plane by using 2 of the minecarts. What? A plane? We had an amazing time on the coasters at Great America in San Jose. Oh man, I really want to go to like a really big amusement park. That would be so much fun. The biggest one I went to was Six Flags out in Massachusetts, I think. Or somewhere around that side of the world anyway. But I was really young when I went, and I was really scared of a lot of the rides, so I didn't really ride the big coasters there. And now I'm sad because I'm an adult now and I don't fear anything. Or in terms of roller coasters, anyway. I still fear Sting. I still fear stings. I wanted to say stuff and things at the same time, and I said stings. I think like the coolest ride I went on was the slingshot ride. You like get in this caged off ball. Oh man, I was really hoping I could ride this. Ah! I guess Hyper Light Drifter's not the only game where I fall off the edge. There. Do it at a bit of an angle. Will probably work. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah. I died. You want when you're 21 and in the army, you always wanted to go to Six Flags. You think that's right? Alright, it's just a matter of not killing myself. And I did it again. I killed myself again. I jumped dodgy. I'd be jumping dodgy. There we go. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna fall again. Royal bow! Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Nothing too fancy. Ooh, okay. We doing it. We working. I didn't jump at all. I jumped. I just didn't jump at the right time. I jumped a little too late, perhaps. Oh, nice. I like how it actually gave me a torch. The first roller coaster you went on in the US had a bad seat because the safety bar wouldn't close, so you had to hold on for dear life. Oh my goodness. That sounds terrifying. But hey, if it's fun. Oh my goodness. Alright, how do I go through this puzzle, huh? Eh? What's up here? I can't... What? Eh? I could stasis it, but I wouldn't have enough time. Alright, it's a timing thing, I see. Throw it over. Oh, I guess I could throw it over, huh? Alright, let me try that. See if that works. Although it might waste my torch. Only one way to find out. How do I throw stuff again? Like that. Hey! It worked! Sweet! Good idea, Beefball. What did that do? What was that? What's going on? I don't think I could throw it over to that. Can I? Maybe if I get a really good throw. Oh my god, I did it! Nothing but net. Oh my goodness. They call me Kobe. Yeah.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Oh my god. What? I hope another one doesn't come out of nowhere. All the sound effects today. You were just like, blam. Nice timing. One of the only puzzles where I actually get the timing right. Ha! They fear me now. Ow. Take that. I suppose I need to grab the flames again. Skeletor wet. Great flame blade. It has a long throw. It was Space Mountain, so 90% of the time it was pure darkness and you didn't know where the turns went. Oh my goodness, even more terrifying. Oh, I can just grab it from here. Except I don't think I have another torch. No. Alright, it's pretty handy that they have an extra in here then. Or maybe I can put it on my arrow? Is that a thing it'll let me do? I'll try. Hello, flames. Aha! That works. More like long throw. Whoops. I jumped and it went out. Dang, I thought that would work. Maybe it would work and I just messed up. Let me try again. That's like one of my worst fears though. Is like being on a roller coaster, but the seat stops working, so I have to hold on for dear life to survive. That's like nightmare scenario. Oh, I guess that's just not gonna work. Alright, I think there's another torch. Over there. Or maybe if I shoot the arrow. I think that's what you were meant to do to light one. If it goes up and down, shoot it, not throw. Ah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Wait, why did these reset? Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, see, other torch. I can't carry any more melee weapons, so no. Okay. You know what? I don't need this. I luckily have never had a bad experience at an amusement park. Nothing about the rides not working properly. The only story I have is once when I went to a carnival that was in my hometown. And I got pooped on by seagulls like 4 times, all in the same afternoon. It was kind of amazing how much they were really after me. Whoa, hey. What? Hey, whoa, hey. Sorry. I mean, it's fine. Okay, this is where I use stasis, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I still need to grab it. It's good luck. I heard that. People saying it's good luck. I mean, I don't know whether or not to feel lucky that night. Oh, this is where I use my bow. Or no, I probably need to stasis these again, right? Yeah. Alright, I'll do the one in the back, I think. That'll be like the harder one to go after. Whoa, hold on. It didn't hit. let me try this again. You hated the drop tower and you'll never ride one of them again? What? Those were like my absolute favorite. Ugh. Why won't it light the last one? I'm gonna run out of arrows by the time I do this. Guess you don't like freefall. Ah. I like the feeling I get of having butterflies in my stomach. Ugh. This is so hard. I didn't think this would be the hard part. I can get the throwing the torch first try, but arrows? Nope. Ugh. I'm missing 100 of the shots I take. Alright, come on. Come on, baby. Mama needs a new ancient spirit orb thing. Ugh. I didn't think this would be the part that is the toughest for me to do. Here, maybe I'll pause that one. Oh, come on. Come on. I hate this. I hate this so much. Let me just gather myself. Ah. This is harder. This is harder than anything I fought in Hyper Light Drifter. This is the Dark Souls of gaming. Ugh, I missed it again. Is there something else I can do here? 'Cause this is getting annoying. Like, what the heck is this? I probably messed up. I'm not supposed to be down here. Oh. Wait, hold on. What? Why did it bring me here? Hello? I messed up. I really messed up, didn't I? I really messed up. No! No! Can I go over there? Okay. Now I have to walk all the way back. Okay, it's not too bad though. This puzzle, I'm telling you. bomb arrows would work with this fire. Probably not. I'm curious though. No, I don't think so. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Alright, I think I just need to get better at aiming at these things. And stop. Ah. Ah. How come sometimes I can get it and sometimes I can't? There we go. Wait, no, that's an awful spot to have it. Let's try again. Oh, I know why I can't do it. It's because it's on a timer. I see, I see. Ooh. Now I just can't aim with my Joy-Cons. Whoa, come on, go on fire. Alright, let me just figure out where I need to shoot at these things from. Is it like just a little bit above the bowl? Can I shoot that one over there? Yeah. Yeah. What? Whoops. I have to fire it up first. Okay. Oh, I got that one. Somehow. Although I don't think it did anything. I'm gonna run out of arrows very soon. Pew. Nope. Pew. See, that one catches on fire. Alright, now that I'm all got my practice in. Oh, come on, that was such a good shot. This puzzle's making me mad. Ah. I'm gonna run out of arrows. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run out of arrows. Ah, come on! What am I doing wrong? It's like hitting the thing. I might give up on this shrine. I bet it's not even worth it. This is my last chance. Okay, I get that one. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shrine. Load. Just a shame. I got pretty far in this shrine. I'll come back to it another time, maybe. I hope reloading it gives me all my arrows back. Inventory. Yeah, I have all my arrows again. I'm out of here. Oh, and all the effort I went to getting here. And the minecart's now not even on the tracks. Okay. Okay. Back to Goron City for now. You remember this puzzle being specifically, or especially, butt-breaking. Ba-ba-booey. Hello, Davy. You missed me getting really frustrated with a Zelda puzzle. I had to rage quit it. Because I was unable to solve it. I'm not a gamer. I'm a gamer, just not with that specific puzzle. I'm not a fake gamer, I swear. Don't all towns usually have like those shrines? Then I can exchange my... Oh yeah, it's right there. Speak of the devil. Gotta love that emote. Everyone loves the wiggles. Heart. No stamina. Okay. I want the Master Sword. My stamina's fine the way it is. I'll get stamina on the next one. Master Sword is for D's. D's nuts. D's nuts is the name of my horse in this game. So the Master Sword is for my horse. Oh, it's the tiny traveler. Yonobu told me all about how you helped him, brother. Oh, maybe I should give him, like, a voice. Bluebo is a sweetie. Here's a reward for ya. Hylians like ya. Need this sort of thing, right, brother? Oh, thank you. I already have enough of those, but thanks. No, his voice is 9-year-old man smoker. Okay then, I took my painkillers, so I guess it's time to meet up with Yonobu. I mean no disrespect to Daruk's legacy, but if not, there to give that Britannia a good walloping. Daruk? Are you really telling me you don't know about Daruk, the Goron champion? See that statue up there? That's Daruk. Daruk Sandstorm. That's quite the statue. Rain Blast. Memory time. Techno intensifies.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know.
No, this guy. This guy's a champion.
Speaking of which, can you believe this view? Just look at all those delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains.
Gonna go play Red Dead 2. Ew, Red Dead 2.
I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing.
No, I'm sure it's a good game.
But mark my
I'm just surprised you're not playing
I'll
Smite.
protect this land of ours to the
But have
death.
fun, Davey.
Right? Little guys? Hey, by the way, congrats on becoming the princess's appointed knight. That's a really big deal, protecting the king's daughter. No pressure.
Nice, they're buddies.
Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine.
She can't see the range for the peaks.
What the?
Drew just gave Link lumbago. Oh, look out! Whoa! Oh, is the power I get from him like a shield?
That was a little strange. As far as I know, Death Mountain has been quiet for decades.
I wonder why they call it Death Mountain.
But if the mountain is shivering enough to send down a bunch of boulders that size, then
Maybe.
never mind. Forget I said anything.
Brain blast. What's gotten into ya? Highly and sure are strange. Anyway, Yunobo is actually a descendant of the great Daruk. That's why that slacker can even use Daruk's protection. He uses it to protect himself when we fire him at Redania. That's the only way we can chase that blasted beast away. We have no choice, because normal cannonballs are no good against him. Alright, that's enough out of me. Time to go drive off Redania. Ugh! Crunch, crunch. Oh, wow. Are you okay? Yeah, just peachy, dumb traveler. Of course I'm not okay. Ow, I'm afraid I won't be going anywhere today. I hate to put you on the spot, but can you please go tell Yunobo that I'm gonna have to cancel for today? You should be at Elden Bridge. Okay, I'm sure I could probably help out. Link to the rescue. That's a face of a champion right there. Alright, where is he? Where is he? Probably have to keep going up a bit more. I might end the part before I fight the Divine Beast. I'm getting a little sleepy. But I'll try and get to where this guy is. Whoop. Hip. Hip. There. Just enough. Alright. Come on, Link. You got this. Probably. Oh my god, there's another shrine nearby. I don't know if I want to do another shrine right now. Sleepy. I am speppy. Is it in here? The shrine? Oh! Oops. It's okay. I respawn right here. Link, it's just a little lava. Little lava don't hurt no one. Oh, I was gonna do the jumpy thingy, but apparently I'm all out. That's right, I can climb. Alright, dare I look for the other shrine? Maybe I can do at least another shrine to satisfy myself, to prove that I can solve shrine puzzles. I am a gamer, I swear. I'm just not patient, that's all. Oh, I see it over there. I think. Maybe that's just more lava. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm trying to investigate. Ooh. Shoot, I thought I could make it across the lava. Alright, let me try again. Go around the lava.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Ah, Rivali's Gale's ready now. Okay, I actually really need it. Yeah. There it is. Alright, I really hope this one's easier. Casual gamer, Sag. I am a little bit of a casual gamer. Although I'm still happy I beat Hyperlight Drifter. I didn't rage quit on that one. And I'm gonna start Dark Souls at some point. Then I'll be a real gamer. A big bone gamer. Nice. Okay, what's going on with this one? Number 1, ah, thank you. I am number 1. Oops. I thought maybe if I hit that thing. Is it like some I was gonna be like, is it like some type of trampoline? I think it is. Whee! I just gotta get the timing right now. Yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah! Okay, what's the point of getting all the way up here now? Is it the stasis thing? Aha! Oh my god, that was so easy! Oh, but the treasure! I demand treasure. Okay, the treasure. Also easy. See, I am number 1. Number 1 big bone gamer. Easy. Can I reach the top of this again? Yeah! Chi-chi easy! I'm so resourceful. Ba, 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 ba. Swell. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna end it here, though I am getting pretty sleepy. So I'll get that Divine Beast next part. No streams tomorrow. I'm taking a little break tomorrow. But I'll be back on Friday with, I think it's Oblivion. Yeah, Oblivion. But thank you all for joining me tonight. Save my game. I'm gonna check to see if there's anyone to raid. Let me check. Let me check. Twitch. Yes. Maybe we can raid this person. Let me copy their name, because that'll be easier than just spelling it out. Thank you for joining me on this stream, putting up with me, and even if I struggled with that one shrine, it was still fun. Raid. Yeah. We're raiding Javis Akuma, an Ian VTuber. So, thank you again for joining me. I hope you all have a good day, good night, and bye bye.